Teams that could best give the Celtics their run. I'm gonna go with the Milwaukee Bucks, which
The
is
Bucks.
the second seed in the East. From the beginning of the season, we were like, all right, Bucks and Celtics. This should be the Eastern Conference Finals, and a lot of people would think the Bucks could maybe give the Celtics some sort of run. Outside of the Bucks, I would have to go with I have to go with the Miami Heat. In some
Yeah,
sense,
the Heat have been hot.
Oh
They've been hot.
I have to because you can't go against the Heat. But we'll get into all these teams later. Since the path for the Heat is super difficult, I would have to go with the New York Knicks if healthy. If healthy, but they have to get healthy first. Same thing with Cleveland. They would need to get healthy as well. But it's difficult for anyone to really fight with the Celtics with the way the Celtics have been playing. But I think that the Bucks and the Heat would give them the best shot.
All right, Joey, what do you think?
I agree with the Bucks. They've been playing a lot better.
Oh, here comes the Knicks hater.
Well, I'm not going to pick the Knicks because they're not healthy right now. They would have maybe a better chance if they're healthy, but I still don't put them up there. The Heat are great because they're getting hot right now, and Jimmy Butler in the playoffs is a different breed. He literally can carry and has carried the Heat team multiple times to finals appearances. I don't know. The Sixers with Embiid is very intriguing to me. Because Embiid is coming back this week, possibly even today when we're recording this on Tuesday. But either way, he's going to be back. He's going to get warmed up for the playoffs.
What are we doing?
I don't know. At least to give the Celtics a run, but I'm with Miles. I don't see anybody giving the Celtics any kind of run.
Oh my God.
It's almost like confirmed they're going to go.
Jackson, I know one of your teams are the Knicks. Just give me one more team that's not New York, not Boston.
Okay. First of all, New York, they have the Player of the Month on their team. I'm not going to go against no Player of the Month.
Say his name.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell. He was also a Player of the Month.
The greatest Giants player that I've ever seen with my own two eyes, Jalen Brunson. And then I actually have a couple more teams. I don't think the Celtics are this big bad team that's going to destroy everyone. I think you guys are ruling out your own team because we've seen Donovan Mitchell. I mean, he's not going to be fully 100%, but we've seen Donovan Mitchell play out of his dang mind in the playoffs before.
Well, I mentioned Cleveland. They needed to get healthy to be in that conversation.
Because I think the nice thing, if they stay at 3, the nice thing they have right now is they're gonna have the easiest first series of any teams. I think they're gonna have a little extra time to maybe get fully healthy. Like these guys are gonna come back and have a couple games where they can play.
If they hold their spot in the 3 seed, they're gonna lose in 5 to Boston.
What are you talking about? They don't play Boston first round if they're the 3 seed.
No, that's what I'm saying. In the second round.
No, they would have to play in the finals.
Or they would play in the conference finals if they were
finals.
If you were the 3 seed, you wouldn't be able to play them.
So that's why I think they could do it.
Really, Nick.
Also, I don't know why we're ruling out the Magic. The Magic are a good team. Nothing.
So
nothing.
The only thing I'll say about the Magic is Jonathan Isaac is their net rating is like best in the league by some margin with him on the court. I thought I saw that.
He is elite defensively. Like defensively,
you can plug him on Tatum. They could definitely contest them with put him in at small forward, have him guard Tatum. I think he could slow Tatum down enough. Granted, there's all the other Celtics, but Drew Holiday has not looked good at all offensively this season. He's looked decent, but he hasn't looked like usual Drew Holiday.
Because they haven't needed him to. He's been one of the top 3-point shooters in the league this year. Drew Holiday.
Derek White, he's good. I'll give him that.
You got the next Jokic on that team though, KP.
Oh jeez.
All right, let me answer my own question. My 2 teams are Miami and New York.
Joey,
Bam was a bad man at the beginning of the year, And it just seems like Miami has kind of had some of the same issues. I feel like the Warriors have had, like with lineups and injuries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like people were
They're
talking
just
about
not
how
good.
the Dubs need to figure it out with their lineups, and I feel like the Heat are kind of in that same boat. And then I don't know, the Knicks could also be in that category, I guess. But I think the Knicks, those two teams, the Heat and the Knicks, have the highest net ratings, over the last like 3 or 4 weeks in the East above Boston. So they've been hot recently, and I like both of those teams. Like in a 7-game series, I think both of them would have the best shot in the East against this Celtics team.